and as if it's the beginning again. Those first 7 minutes were just the warm-up act. This is
I'm not
the actual
repeating myself.
DVD. No, you don't
I'm not
need.
repeating myself. I can't. Not again.
No. So let's start with
I'm an
this.
artist, so I move forward.
How's your week been, Steve?
It's been all right. Very
What have you
busy.
done?
Very busy.
What have you done?
Well, I was admiring Yulia Lapko's art, admiring animation when you send me bits of animation, and eagerly anticipating surprise, whatever it is, artwork perhaps.
And
Little bits of music here and there. I've had to. So I think you've done this as well, right? So we've both been covered quite a lot. A lot of our different projects have been covered a lot on a blog called Joyzine.
Yes.
Which covers a lot of music stuff. So you did a very exciting music thing last week, which I think I'll let you talk about.
Well, that's what I'm
cool.
actually trying to allude to. Actually,
yeah.
Really,
you're trying to crowbar that in. But yeah, so because Joyzine, I think they've done they're 20 years old now. They've done a series of compilations to celebrate that 20-year anniversary, with all the proceeds going to Hope Not Hate. And I finally pulled my finger out and started working. Mona and I finally started pulling our finger out and working in anger on the song that we're doing for that. So we've literally sent a couple of review bits over today, got some feedback and little notes and things I need to tweak and whatever. So that'll be done fairly soonish. That was quite exciting, quite nice to do. And I went to see a friend's comedy show yesterday, which was good. Which is an Edinburgh work in progress. The A to Z of from Aerosmith to ZZ Top, the A to Z of heavy metal. No,
very good. That sounds like I'd like that.
No, hair metal.
Hair metal. Okay, well that sounds like I'd like that too.
I was cracking up. It was absolute genius. And parenting, because that's appropriate for the book, right?
Yes, well done.
Obviously, showing Marnie got very excited about the animation.
Oh, did she? Well, we'll show that. We'll show that shortly.
We'll show that.
What did I get up to, you ask?
What did you get up to?
Last weekend,
Come on, let it out.
I flew in a plane to Joburg, South Africa, and
Are we calling it Joburg?
Got to Eswatini, which used to be Swaziland, to play a festival called Bushfire with my band.
And the video looked extremely good, and the bass was very loud.
Thanks very much. You can search for such things: the Fades, Bushfire. Yeah, I might put it in the chat. I'm going to put it in the chat so you can see it. I'm proud of it. Can't deny.
Link that shit up, man.
I'm going to link
it up. Yeah, it looks awesome. I was a bit like, is it going to be like, festival where, because we've all done these where you accept a festival gig and think this is going to be great, and you get there and it's a muddy field and it's basically a summer fete, school fete or whatever.
Yeah.
And I did one of those ones, and it was deserted, and we were supporting just on before the Hosiers. Do you remember the Hosiers?
Yes, or Hoosiers. I always thought it was the Hoosiers.
Hoosiers. No, Hoosiers. Hosier's the solo fella, isn't he? Yeah, not Hosier. The Hoosiers.
Right.
But yeah, it wasn't very busy. But they were really nice. That was cool. Swaziland. True facts about Swaziland. Well, I say true facts. I used to know a guy down the pub who was the son of a exiled president of Swaziland.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I never got the full detail on that because obviously you're down the pub and everyone's a bit inebriated. So, but yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He was in a movie once. There was that Ian Drury movie.
Really?
He played a blockhead.
Interesting fact, or not. When I go and see Future Islands in a few weeks in Crystal Palace, Baxter Jury, which is his son, is supporting.
Yes. So I saw him supporting Pulp last year. He was amazing.
Yeah, I like his songs. Very excited about that. Well, look,
really good.
Let's go back to celebrating our Kickstarter. My lovely wife Nancy has appeared.
Hey, Nancy.
She worked very hard today. She's here. She's going to have a little section where she's just saying hi, basically. And thank you for putting up with my Kickstarter stress.
I think surely you should extend that to just putting. But you did. You just said thank you for putting up with me and just ended it there.
Yeah,
that would have been
Totally
appropriate.
just ended it there.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, Full stop. For all these years. Yes,
Cool.
well, good. But yes, back to the Kickstarter. It's amazing. We were so chuffed. And I was in Eswatini. On the foolish timing by my part. I will give you that. I grant you. But I was, the countdown to the end was in a place with really bad Wi-Fi. So I had to go running off to a specific point to keep checking to make sure we were going to do it and so on. It was very surreal.
It was really funny, those messages towards the end, because it was just like, please let no one drop out. And just sitting there across I was literally had it running in the background for the last sort of half an hour or so, just looking up. And
it's just an enthralling experience. It's very stressful. That once it's gone, you kind of weirdly miss it. Or is it like Stockholm syndrome a little bit? Maybe
it's Stockholm syndrome. It's totally that. Yeah, but I don't know. You always start thinking, "God, I want to do another one of these."
This is what I mean. Yeah, it's just a weird rush, isn't it? Adrenaline. It's
but we are actually going to finish the one we've started.
Oh yeah.
just to point out. Yeah. Absolutely going to fit. So on that note, do you want to share some animation?
Okay. Yeah. Here's what
show some animation.
We immediately did.
So is this movie? So I guess if I'll have a look at the my little iPad screens down there.
So this is oh hello, come back. There we are. This is Moo Moo. Okay, and this is in Spine. This is our animator immediately. You know, I got onto him and I said, "Let's go. Let's do this. Let's make some stuff happen. We're a success." And he was like, "Well, how should he walk? This chap. There's his front, there's his back, and there's his profile." And I said he should be like Burke from the Trapdoor. You know, that kind of
good shout.
Kind of lollop, isn't it, with the hands, because he's kind of shaped a bit like that. So that was the brief.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to see first? Front, back.
Do the front because the front isn't as creepy as so you see the front and it's sort of like that's kind of
okay. So zoom out.
Weird.
Okay. Just checking the view. The view is good. I'm going back. Let's get walking. We'll do idle first, I think. We'll do idle animation. This is him idle. Ready? Just idle. There we go. Look, here he is. He's just chilling. And now...
the iPad's just catching up.
Yeah. Now he's walking.
Go. So,
I mean, maybe it could be even more of a lollop, but I think that's perfect. I don't want to go too.
No, I think that's I like that. My favourite is it's walking to his side though, because that's just freaky AF.
Well, it's coming now. You ready for it?
Gosh, ready? I'm ready.
Oh, hold on. See, the reason the other one continued to animate and that one didn't is they share the same skeleton for all those Spine novices or pros out there. There he is. Probably needs a blink actually. And then here we go. Do you see, that's quite cool, isn't it? I like that.
It's weirdly grotesque, isn't it? It's just like there's just something about it that's just horrible. So Moo Moo is the only one that I couldn't tell what kind of animal it was, because I think Moo Moo is one of the earliest that Marnie drew originally. We called it Moo Moo because of a childhood nickname for her. Oh, the stream's just still showing the step. It's like a weird kind of freaky. It's a bit Tim Burton, isn't it? It's like a bit Nightmare Before Christmas. It's got that. Yeah, it's got that horrible stop motion thing we were talking about with Moon and Me. Yeah, it's just the way the arms kind of bend as it moves.
Yeah. It's like a bit of a skip as well.
Yeah, it's kind of but a horrible skip. It makes me uncomfortable. I love it.
Good. So that is Moo Moo. If you have any thoughts, please chuck them in. Happy to hear them. And here's something else that's been happening. Here is Duddle's Treehouse. Brand new.
I'm just waiting for that to appear on the screen.
And it's got some lights in there. Now, this is obviously the static, it's not in game. But we've been adding little bits and pieces, and obviously there's no lighting in there.
That's the other thing. I did give you a list, didn't I, of
which
stuff to go in it? Yeah.
They're in process of going in.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. There we go.
For the purposes
Isn't that a happy place?
Isn't that a lovely place? Duddle's treehouse.
Yeah, nice little tree in the middle.
Duddle is the little like lion kind of thing, isn't he?
Yeah, so Duddle, we don't see Duddle at the end of the demo anymore, do we?
You do.
But
Well, no,
you
don't.
do.
You see him in the trailer.
No.
He's in the trailer.
So he's in the trailer. Duddle is the most important villager from a story point of view. And I'm not going to say any more than that, but from a Duddle's a trigger for Rufus. I'll say that much. It's a trigger.
It's a trigger. Oh, see. But there you go. I mean, I think that's I
really like that.
Really coming to life. That it'd be really nice walking around it. There's gonna be light coming into the windows, and there's little twinkly lights are gonna twinkle, and you know.
I have to say because that's when it gets really exciting. So you see the flat image like that, and it's pretty cool. And I think when I think back to when Mimi's room looked like that, and you've got, it was quite flat and quite cool, and then suddenly, the latest demo version where suddenly there's all the light streaming in, and it looks really, really, really cool. And, it's a lot more. The
shadows around it'd be dark up at the top.
Yeah.
Comes in and little dust particles floating around and so on and so forth.
Lovely.
So I'm very excited about that, and it's beautiful seeing it come to life. So thanks to the Kickstarter money, these scenes come to life basically.
It's really awesome,
isn't it?
I mean, literally, this is a thing that would not exist if people hadn't.
If it wasn't for you, wonderful people.
You beautiful, beautiful people.
Like my wonderful wife.
And I have wonderful tolerance.
She's like, stop bringing me into this. I'm just creeping,
just leaving me out.
I'm just creeping up to her to get I don't know, it's brownie points, which I think I'm losing rather than gaining. But anyway, Steve, what's that sound? It's the Who section of the show. And I just wanted to kind of you see the TARDIS coming in there. I just wanted to a quick 5 minutes on your view of the series thus far. I'm hearing all sorts of things, you see, Steve. And Steve, if you don't know, is an absolute nut for Doctor Who and everything Doctor Who. So
I have been since 1988.
I mean, I'm surprised you didn't come round to my house every week when the fella who was in Doctor Who lived next door to me. Colin Spall, who played Dr. Crane. I'm remembering what you told me.
You remember it now? In which episodes?
One of them.
Yeah.
In one of them.
You were doing so. Rise of the Cybermen. No.
Rise of the Cybermen.
No, it's so this series so far, it's really funny. Like I watch it, and it's the most consistent series since Sylvester McCoy's last series, I reckon.
Really?
It's like as far as I'm concerned, there is not a duff episode, and there's been a couple that are like absolutely like Dot and Bubble and 73 Yards, especially, are absolutely banging. But then I watch it and I'm like, I'm going to go online and see what everyone thought. And then I go online and see that opinions really divided. Whereas I'm just like, it's good again. It's good again. This week's was bloody good. What I'm quite enjoying is that my 10-year-old is not getting bored as we're watching it, which is quite nice. She's back into it, which is really cool. Shooty's amazing. Millie Gibson's amazing. The writing is broadly brilliant. There's a lot of. I've just seen the TARDIS floating across the. It literally just popped up out of the corner of my. But I like something like 73 Yards, right? So it's a classic ghost story. It's got some sci-fi trappings to it. It's really mental, and it's absolutely brilliant, really atmospheric. And I was like, this is the best it's been in ages. I can't, next level. And I like the fact it's really ambiguous and the ending doesn't necessarily make sense. But then I went online and a lot of people didn't like the fact that it didn't necessarily make sense. So I've been quite enjoying it. Is the short answer. There we go. Long rambling answer.
Okay. What's your best Doctor and series? They could be two different things. Like you could have your best Doctor, but your best series was a different Doctor. I'm just keen to know.
Classic series or new series or all?
In any. All. Any or all.
So it depends on mood to a certain degree. So probably, like, favourite Doctor is a toss-up between Sylvester McCoy and Peter Capaldi.
Did you know, stopping you there, that's very interesting to say that. I was in a pilot, not Doctor Who episode, but a pilot show with Ian McKellen and Sylvester McCoy. Did you know that?
Amazing. No, I did not know that. That's amazing. But yeah, McCoy is brilliant. Like, he's really underrated. His last two series are some of the very best. So, and that's where it probably leads into my favourite series being one of those, either season 26
he knows the numbers.
Season 10.
Wow.
Or series 10 rather.
Right.
So 10's the Capaldi series. But if I'm in a grouchy mood and I want to cheer myself up, Pertwee all the way.
Really?
Bit John Pertwee. Something a little bit, the tacky Claws of Axos. Oh, that's a good one. I mean, it's the sort of one where you show to someone else and they're like, "What is this shit?"
What is
But
this?
for me, it's got so many of the tropes of that period that I just get really happy.
Nice. Okay, that's good to know.
So, but this current series though, if this carries on, if they bring it home for the finale, this is definitely up there with the very best. It's just wait to see how the next two episodes go. But so far, I'm like,
well, there's only two left.
It's a series about a duffer. 2 weeks left.
Oh, wow.
Sad face. Slightly shorter this time around, sadly. But again, I'll take a slightly shorter series if the episodes maintain the quality they have this time.
Well,
there we go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm happy.
TARDIS.
How are you finding it, James? As a
I still
more normal person.
Haven't watched further than half of Space Babies.
Oh God.
So I need to catch up and do it, basically.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that was the best one to start with.
Well, if you watch it with a 10-year-old, that's my tip for that, because it's her favourites. Marnie's, as a member of the creative team, I'll share her opinion. Her favourites are Space Babies and Rogue, the one that was on this Saturday just gone.
I felt quite sad watching Space Babies that they all thought they were their mum and dad, because I felt sad that all these Space Babies therefore didn't have a mum and dad.
Yeah.
I think I was a bit emotional at the time, and I was quite tired and late. Hence feeling weirdly.
Because I was watching with a 10-year-old who was just like, "Oh my God, this is amazing," because there's babies and they're in space.
Mouths were a bit weird, but
she was, yeah.
But I really like the Christmas one where they crossed over. Was that Christmas? Yeah. So I'm gonna, and I like that chap. So I'm gonna watch more. End of Who. TARDIS is gone. Till next week.
Bye-bye, TARDIS. I'll come back for the fourth and the finale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, look, we've spoken a bit about the new animations, and we've looked at some new artwork, which is great. So more to come. I'm actually tonight updating the demo as well for to version 1.5 for Steam Next Fest. So look out for that. It's on itch and it's on GOG or GOG, however you say it. But it's also going to be on Steam this eve.
What's changed?
What's changed? Some bugs have changed. Some been fixed, should I say? Bugs have been fixed. Mainly bugs being fixed. Like it's real smooth experience.
Sorry, that's me going. Right. Bugs being fixed is an important thing. It's just and so but yeah, and there's me just reacting. I want the sexy stuff. I want the moo walking and the new. Just give me the new. But yeah, no. Thank you very much for sorting that out.
Yeah, no. There's some real nice stuff being sorted now, which is great. Thanks to York Pud from Discord for being our games tester. He's very thorough. almost to the point of frustration. But yeah, he's
It's like when
fixed
you
some
hand in
things.
a mix of a piece of music, isn't it? You think, oh yeah, done. I've spent ages on this,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, can you just make the guitar a little bit louder, or
Yeah.
this?
What's with the
It's
ending
like
of
there's
that?
always.
Exactly. But yes, it's a beaut of a demo. I can leave it there on the mantelpiece for a good amount of time while we get on with the next stuff, which is
Move forward. Yeah, man.
Which is basically, I'm gonna get characters animated from our list. I'm gonna get artwork created from our list, and I'm gonna be making the game.
Yeah.
Like extending those stories and everything. So it's all good.
I guess at some point I'm going to sit down with some dialogue again, aren't I?
Well, yeah. Like I think we're gonna have to. There's some really good. And I remember talking to Ken about this. There's some software out there, which is like a dialogue tree.
Oh.
So before you can write
it
outside and then import it nice and easy. I can't remember what it's called. I have to look it up.
That'd be easy because last time when we record for anyone else's benefit, when we recorded the we're preparing to record the dialogue for the demo, it was just like a Word document or a spreadsheet or something, just this great big table with lines in, and without necessarily the context, which is quite, because I think, so Ken did the first pass, and then I went and I was going to say zhuzhed it up, but really it was just added in swears and, just edited it, basically. It was role reversal.
Yeah.
Me editing Ken rather than Ken editing me. And sometimes it is different, and then you're in the room and suddenly you realise that, when someone's talking out loud and they saying the stuff you've written down, sometimes you go back and tweak it a little bit. And a dialogue tree, actually having it in that format is probably going to be a lot bloody easier than.
And also, I mean, man, we learned a lot about the demo, really. Like, this is its more than 1.5 version, really.
Yeah.
So I think, like,
it's 1.5 as public goes, but Christ, the amount of versions.
It started at -25.
And the rest.
Yeah. So yeah, like, we really do need to keep taking a step back, not being too deep, or both, really. Be in the detail, take a step back, keep kind of testing it amongst ourselves, because there was a lot, like, even in the demo, as I realized there were holes. For example, like, if you use one of the objects with something, it should say, we tried to capture it as much as possible, but there were holes where, for example, if you used the saw with something wooden, he'd go, "Don't be so stupid." And it's like, well, it's not that stupid. So, like, we'd missed that bespoke response, like, and you've really got to cover all those holes, otherwise people get annoyed with your game because you're not, it's like seeing behind the curtain for a second. It ruins the magic when you're not trying to cover those things with bespoke dialogue. But I guess the good thing is we won't actually do dialogue sessions now until, like, near completion.
No, and then by that point we'll have been able to play the game with just texts, so can work it all out. God,
exactly.
Which is quite cool. So we've got art for the Toy Town Graveyard. We've got art for Duddle's Playroom.
I must stop you on the.
What's next?
I'm going to pull up the graveyard.
You'll do that,
image, because I want to show you something. I want to show you. Hold on, let me just not reveal my inner sanctum to the world. So I'm just going to stick.
That's all right, mate. I can only see you from the head up.
There we go. Right, just watch him walk while I find something to show here. I went on to one of the things that I did a lot on the Kickstarter on Reddit, to try and get people, trying to say, please look at this, and maybe kickstart it without saying, please kickstart this, was I would put artwork on there and say, what do you think of this? and people hopefully would be like, "Oh, what's this?" And then they'd put their ideas forth and then dig deeper. It was a play. It was a clever play. But someone said something very, very key, I think. Hold on. And that was, I'm going to keep kind of talking as much as I can until...
by Moomoo's weird legs.
Yeah, I keep looking at his weird legs, weird legs, weird legs, weird legs.
Because it's the way it's always leading to the left foot.
Yes, it's like he's dragging his other one. You know, but maybe that's...
Yeah, that's what...
Maybe we like that, or maybe that's feedback. I don't know.
It's probably unbearable listening to this because it's, us me getting enthusiastic about
it's about the
detail.
It's about the detail.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Sorry. Please bear with me. I should have prepared this earlier. Silly boys. Wow, just seen some cool stuff of how that evolved. Anyway, you can't see what I'm talking about, so...
Oh, no.
Right, here we are. So let me download this quick.
The importance of preparation in action.
Yeah, let's bring you back, sorry. And then here we go. Downloads. Desktop. Right. Finally. So do you see this?
Okay. I'm waiting for it.
You've seen it before anyway. You've seen it before anyway, but basically some of the feedback here was it looks too much like a real cemetery.
Ooh,
and maybe the gravestones need to be more like,
colourful ones.
Childlike. Like if you get like a till, a child's till or a child's ice cream, they make them
very... Yeah. Fisher-Price gravestones.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
And I think that was a really good shout, actually.
Yeah.
So I think we should actually, go back and make them all a bit different. Some are some are a bit put together, some are...
Yeah, definitely.
The lampposts can stay and the trees can stay, but it's too real. Like you're in this crazy place, yet this is just a cemetery.
The act of creation,
which I thought
live
was...
in action there. No,
exactly.
I completely agree. I think there should be more. Yeah, that's... that's fine. That would be amazing. Actually, yeah, it's a really good shout.
Yeah,
I think it's quite funny looking at it again right now.
But
it's like, why didn't we think of that?
Well, and this is what I mean. Like, maybe we need to actually go back and think about that a little bit.
Yeah.
On some of before we commit fully.
Yeah.
Because we've got some nice sketches that these are all based on, and maybe we just need to take a step back and think about, rather than just getting excited about drawing it up. It's about why is it there, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think that would be it would be funnier as this bright, colourful... I mean, keep that sort of murk there because it's got that real nighttime.
It's got to be creepy,
there, but
just a bit weirder.
Yeah, but I think bright coloured gravestones is kind of creepy, isn't it? It's kind of Fisher-Price grave. I mean, that's the concept of a Fisher-Price gravestone. That's depressing. That's horrible.
Yeah.
It makes me so uncomfortable that we're totally doing it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. There we go then. Success.
There we go. Cool. So what's happening next? So is there anything? So just for the benefit of Kickstarter backers, in terms of what's in progress right now. So we've got Duddle's thing back. We're going to go back and get the gravestones, get the Fisher-Price gravestones put in. What's happening with? Is there anyone working on any of the other scenes right now, or any of the other animations, or?
No.
What's going on, James?
We'll get some more Duddles. We'll get the Duddle scene to just those extra bits we mentioned, then pause on that, I think. Then I'm going to get maybe the Papillon family, or someone else do some more animations. It's like chalk them off.
Yeah, tick them all off.
And then what we will do is maybe next week, because what this is, if you watch it in advance or if you watch it live. You know, we will do this, and you can chime in. People can chime in and say, I agree, or tweak that, or, you know, maybe you should do that, or it's too real, or whatever. So everyone can be involved in the creation. But I think we need to review a sketch. What I'd like to do, ideally, is we review a sketch, then the next week we see it kind of not finished, but getting there, and we can comment again. Because I think we need to look at the sketch and go, is that right? Before we commit.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the characters can get animated, you know, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be quite nice to get them all done and ready.
So, for example,
cool.
let me find now, live, what I think we should get done next. Hold on. And then we will see. That's fine. So I was thinking what would be nice to get done next is the allotment.
Yes.
Although if I show that, we are going to give away things, aren't we?
What are we going to give away?
So maybe I don't show that one.
Great build up to
well, there are other ones, like for example, let me pull up a key one like this, for example. Let me throw this. So this is inside. I mean, this would look awesome, right? Let me just quickly, can you see that? Yes,
I've got to wait for the little time delay to kick in, but if, it will it'll be coming.
So this is inside, like it's like under the cemetery when you go through the cemetery arch.
Oh yeah.
And all on the left are like loads of broken toys. The broken toy wall.
Yep. And
it's inside the crypt, basically. It's inside the crypt. And I think we need to think about what's in that massive crypt on the right. Yeah?
Yeah.
And how that kind of fits in.
I mean, what I'd quite like to do.
But I love the angle of this one because it's a bit different from other things.
Yeah, definitely. But where you've got the sort of toys on the left-hand side, have you ever been to the catacombs in Paris?
No.
Oh, they're amazing. It's like goth chiseled.
Oh yes, it's like all the skulls, right?
Yeah. You know, let's make the. I mean, we could chuck a couple of toy skulls in there as well because why not? But you know, you've got all the skulls and all lined up, and they've got sort of cross patterns in, you know, shape of the cross in skulls and stuff. Maybe we go that far and just put that sort of stuff in there.
Just realised you couldn't see me there. There'll be Photoshop coming up. How awful for the viewers. I'm so sorry. I missed you weren't seeing my face. But sorry, carry that last bit on again. I was just trying to get my face back in view.
No, I think you know, you have a look at the catacombs for inspiration, but you know,
Tom,
shape of the cross.
Tom has joined us. Yeah. Yes,
hey.
Yes. You were completely in my mind there, Tom, because you've done so many. Sorry to cut you off there, Steve. You've done so many streams of your scenes, drawing them. And Steve, you've got to check him out. He does them live in pixel art. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I hate being watched while I'm drawing.
Well, he does.
Brave man.
He loves it. But yeah, Tom, please tell us in the chat, how do you not reveal? It must be hard, because obviously you have to draw that. I guess you draw those extra bits like when the camera's off. But yeah, it is a delicate balance. I'm sure Tom will respond in a minute because I'm keen to know. But yeah, so.
And so we're going to go down into this one rather than side to side.
Yes, you come from the back in perspective coming up, which is a nice change, which is also what I think we need to look at in other scenes where it still works with the the angle of the player. So he's not sat in a weird like 3D world, but he's 6 angles or whatever. But different kind of things. I like, for example, in Woolly Mountain promo.
Available now on
Steam, Itch.GOG,
and Switch.
iPhone, Switch, and soon to be Xbox. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I know.
And while you're there, download, go to Spotify and stream
The fades. Yeah, this is all this is. Every now and then I should have them popping up.
Give fades on first.
Yeah.
Prismatic.
but
586.
I did a scene where when you walked in, it was top down, just to mix it up. Madness, of course, because I had to do a whole.
Yeah, that's like the logistics are probably quite.
There we go.
So yeah, come back and it's hard. Left out most of the key items, characters, and puzzle elements. So yeah, that's probably quite a good shout. I mean, I think showing the artwork and that progress thing is definitely cool. I would be worried about because you don't want to give away the answers, do you?
No, but then again, part of me goes, and again, Tom, please let us know what you think of this. I haven't watched many of Francisco's Rosewater streams, but. Do you want to say, look, if you come in and watch this, you're part of the creation, but it might be a bit spoilery when you play it, or will you actually feel enlightened, hugely part of it, that you've helped kind of evolve or come up with puzzles and things?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
fine.
Contextual spoilers, but nothing I'm going to feel comfortable with. Yeah, that's a really good. The contextual spoilers, but nothing I wouldn't feel comfortable putting in a trailer. That's a really good shout because actually most of something like, I mean, obviously not the piece of artwork we've got on the screen is not something we put in a trailer because this is the sketch for what will become the final
but
thing.
also there are no spoilers here. It's just more of the cemetery. What might be in that crypt on the right and what might be key to the thing on the left, I shall not speak of.
No, but I can't remember, so we'll laugh.
Yeah, exactly. But
I forgot about my firework bumps.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, but angles are important, and I think how the scene is set. Like again, Tom, you got some beautiful variants of your angles, and I need to say, Tom, we haven't copied you. Okay, I know you have night and day in your game. We also have night and day in ours because when you go to sleepy time, it's the sun in the day, but then you wake up and it's nighttime, and all our scenes will have a night version. But this is pure coincidence. So don't sue us. Yes.
I like involving people in the chat and their ideas. Yeah, I'm into that.
Well, all I think is what I got from Reddit when I did those kind of hey, what do you think of this scene? To draw them in like moths to my Kickstarter flame was it was actually good feedback. Like the cemetery looks too real. We need to make it more crazy. So that was good.
It's a really good shout.
Yeah. Angles.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's do that one next. I'm quite excited about that because I think we can have a lot of fun with that.
Well, yeah, I think that'd be good. But yeah, I mean, it's a juggle trying to promote. He's a funny guy.
Dominion overnight day or
Yeah.
So because we obviously. So when's Steam next?
It's right now.
Oh, it's right now. Oh, Christ.
And let's tell a funny story about our Steam Next experience, which was probably a year ago. So first of all, I had no idea that you could only do it once per game. Okay, so I thought, we'll go in Steam Next, completely unprepared, hadn't really planned anything for the entire week. Maybe do a stream if we can be, maybe 2 if we can be bothered. Kind of slightly promote. Whatever, we'll do it. I'll learn from this one and we'll do it again in the September one, or the next one. So we told everyone about our stream. We put it in the Discord. I downloaded OBS, which we're using now to stream through. I certainly didn't have all this fancy stuff, which again, Tom, please don't sue me. Your Twitch one looked awesome, and I kind of realized you could dress things up, so I dressed ours up a bit to make it nice. Tom is a genius, Steve, by the way. You weren't there when he was there. He was there the first morning. Yeah, at WASD. Or the first day. But anyway, I digress. And we started to stream. We went live when the time we said. And Yeah, those were the days. If only,
Well,
because
so
we
we
royally
couldn't both
messed up.
stream. You had me on, so
Yes.
I had to phone you with my phone on speakerphone.
Yep.
So that with your phone on speakerphone, so that I could be heard over your laptop microphone picking
Professionals.
up into the stream.
Yeah, complete professionals, and I couldn't fit the window of the game that I was playing live in Steam to the window of my streaming platform. I just couldn't do it, and I remember seeing there was like hundreds of people had were there ready to watch, were watching, and all they were doing was watching a man sweating. I mean, they couldn't see me, luckily, trying to fit a window. Oh yeah, yes, Tom, you did meet Steve. Sorry, my bad. But yeah,
it's my bad because I could have jumped in and said, "Yeah,
yeah."
Tom.
So Steve's.
Sorry, Tom.
Yes, do you remember?
I'm really bad with names.
Steve,
I
Transformers trainers, simple.
Yes, there we go. See, Transformers trainers.
Yeah, simple
the
as. The greatest trainers.
Greatest trainers I've seen.
More than meets the eye to those.
Ever. So Tom, we finished. My son and I have now finished the entire Marvel Comics Transformers, which was awesome. And I'm not sure if I'm going to read the Image ones with him yet because they're a bit brutal. But I did. Have you read? Sorry, side conversation. Have you been reading Void Rivals?
Yes, I love Void Rivals.
Oh my god, I only read that this weekend. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the new Transformers both Image comics, both utterly amazing. I just adore them.
And I've completed my IDW reread as well, so it's been a very nice. Transformers couple
But just back to the Steam Next Fest real quick.
Yeah.
So as I was still trying to fit this screen, so people were just watching a corner of the demo, the numbers that were big of people watching it were just slowly going down like a timer of pain, and until there was just a handful left by the time I'd finished it, and I just had to crack on through sweaty-eyed, embarrassment. But I thought, don't worry, we'll get it right in the next one, and there isn't a next one. So I learned a valuable lesson, and I was talking to my mind has gone blank. Foolish Mortals chaps, mine's gone blank. And he was saying to me, they were very clever. They launched their Kickstarter on the Next Fest evening, and they showed their demo, and they had fitted it to their screen. And they got big numbers, so good for them. That's the way to do it.
That's much more sensible.
Yeah.
We it was really hard to hear you on the phone as well.
Your phone was literally leaning here on my laptop. It was I wish I'd filmed. If I'd filmed that would have got the views. Two idiots who have no idea how to stream or broadcast, trying to stream or broadcast.
But obviously, yeah.
But look at us now.
Yeah, anyway.
Look at us now. Yeah, we've got TARDIS. Oh no, hold on. That's this.
Yeah, look at us now. It was the TARDIS. It's not the actual TARDIS. I was half tempted to go and get one, but actually, sorry, Tom. Transformers. Lego Bumblebee comes out in July.
Drop the mic. All colour room.
Really excited. I've got a Lego Optimus Prime over there, and it is the greatest.
Oh, please
Lego
show the
ever.
audience. I mean, and that being me, obviously.
Yeah. And it transforms as well.
I saw it. I've seen it. Wow. I just take. Is it robust enough to take to bed and cuddle in bed?
Yes, and I would imagine so.
Yeah. I would imagine so, he says.
It's so cool. Anyway, we are running out of time.
Yes,
so
it's fine.
So we're loads going on. James is. I should be finishing off the Joyzine track and then back on the sound tracking duties. James is New demo available on Steam now.
Later tonight. Later
tonight. Tomorrow.
Version 49.6. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Is in my head.
I'm quite looking forward to having a go. I'm gonna see if I can spot the.
You know what it is? It's super smooth. Like there's no bugs. Well,
cool.
And did you know?
Until someone finds one.
You can late pledge. It's a new Kickstarter thing. It means really the Kickstarter never ends.
You get no nostalgic for
exactly.
it. It's still there. So that's a new thing, right?
It's a brand new thing. Brand new thing. You can now late pledge. So kind of takes a little bit of the kind of the joy away.
Well, no, because if you don't make target, you can't late pledge.
You still have to make your target, but
Yeah.
You just don't want anyone to risk it, do you? And then pledge later.
No.
But anyway, look,
it's fine. It's fine. It's over now. We don't need to worry about it. Well, it's over now.
It's true.
Apart from the actual making
game.
So
starts now.
So loads of stuff. Art coming.
Yes, more stuff. So next week we will have more, and we can look at other stuff and chat again, and we'll have our Doctor Who hour section, even not hour, and the rest. So listen,
I don't even think.
Let's cut it.
I need someone who's watched. I need someone who's actually watched this series to have a whole hour.
Don't worry,
James.
Listen, I told you at the beginning. Once the word gets out, this Lightfoot Brothers Games live dev stream is going to be like TFI Friday, 6 o'clock. I'll be the Chris Evans. You can be Will, and we'll have guests, physical and digital. There'll be queuing. It's going to be great. Just give me 6 months to really work out how to stream. And once people know about all these little sections we're going to have, live band.
We'll go on. Yeah. And now handing over to
exactly. Frankie's 5
because reasons or something.
It's the dog.
Anyway,
wonderful. Thank you, everyone. Cheers, Tom. And next week, have a great week. Steve, I'll obviously speak to you daily. And we crack on.
Can't get rid of you
in the Sleepytime Village world. Yeah, you can't get rid of me now.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much. Farewell. Toodle pip. Bon voyage. Auf Wiedersehen.
Sleepy times now.
Sleepy times now. Sleep.